What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams. Happy Thursday, and today we're going to be taking a look at a rabid entry in the Stephen King film franchise. That's right, we're going to be taking a look at the lovable pup, Cujo, starring Dee Wallace, Danny Pintaro, Daniel Hugh Kelly, Christopher Stone, and Ed Lauder. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. As I said in the introduction, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday. And today we're going to be taking a look at that lovable St. Bernard, Cujo. And as our movie opens, Cujo, a friendly and easygoing St. Bernard, chases a wild rabbit. When he inserts his head into a cave, a rabid bat bites him on the nose. Meanwhile, the Trenton family, advertising executive Vic, housewife Donna, and their sensitive young son Tad take their car to the rural home of abusive mechanic Joe Camber for some repairs, where they meet Cujo, the Cambers' family pet. Now, Donna notices Cujo's bitten nose, but she thinks very little of it. Vic and Donna's marriage is soon tested when Vic learns that Donna has been having an affair with her ex-boyfriend from high school, Steve Kemp, all while Vic's advertising campaign for a cereal commercial is failing. The early signs of Cujo's infection begin to appear, including sensitivity to loud noises and irritability, although nobody seems to notice these changes in Cujo's behavior. Charity and Brett, Joe's wife and son, leave the house for a week in order to visit Charity's sister, Holly, and on the morning of their departure, the furious stage of infection begins to set in. Although Cujo refrains from attacking Brett, he soon goes completely mad and kills the Cambers' alcoholic neighbor, Gary Purvier. Shortly afterwards, Joe goes to Gary's house and finds him dead. However, when Joe tries to call the authorities, Cujo appears and attacks him. When Vic goes out of town on a business trip, Donna and Tad return to the Cambers' house for more car repairs. Cujo attacks them and they are forced to take shelter in their Ford Pinto. Donna tries to drive home, but the car's alternator dies and the two are trapped inside. The hot sun makes conditions nearly unbearable, and Donna realizes that she must do something before they die from heat stroke or dehydration. However, attempts are foiled by Cujo repeatedly attacking their car and breaking a window in the process, and even biting Donna. Vic, who is concerned that Donna hasn't answered his calls, returns home in order to check on her and Tad, only to find that they are both missing and his house has been vandalized by Kemp. He suspects that the possessive Kemp has kidnapped Donna and Tad, but the police realize that they may instead be at the Cambers' home. The local sheriff, George Bennerman, arrives at the mechanic's house and has a brief standoff with Cujo. Before he can draw his gun, Cujo knocks him off of the catwalk in the barn and mauls him to death. Later, Donna attempts to get to the house in order to bring a dehydrated and overheated Tad some water, but she is stopped by Cujo. She fights him off with a baseball bat until it breaks and leaves only a jagged handle. Cujo jumps at her and is impaled in the stomach by the broken bat. Donna takes the sheriff's gun and contemplates shooting him, but she decides that saving Tad is more important. After Donna revives Tad inside the kitchen, Cujo, still alive, breaks through the kitchen window and tries to attack Donna. However, Donna shoots Cujo dead before Vic arrives and reunites with his family as our movie comes to its close. Cujo's a film I've seen numerous times. However, prior to rewatching it to review it, I only remembered Donna and Tad stuck in the car trying to escape from Cujo. I didn't remember that there was this whole other backstory to the film. I had forgotten about Donna cheating on her husband. I had forgotten that their marriage was falling apart. I had forgotten that the mechanic's house that they were at was an abusive mechanic and that he was already dead. So it was almost like watching this film again for the first time because there's so much that I had forgotten that I was like, holy crap. You know, this chick and her infidelity are kind of what drives the story. You know, Vic only comes back because he thinks that she's cheating on him still. And that's why she hasn't answered the phone. He thinks that she is out whoring around and he's out there trying to save his job and his financial stability for his wife and kid. There was so much going on here that I had forgotten. I was just like, wow, okay. I had really just blocked everything else out, and all I remembered was them in the field, in the car, trying to stay alive as Cujo was attacking. The other thing that I forgot is that that part of it is only like 30 minutes of this hour and a half movie. There is so much build to this. There's so much backstory before we get to that. I'm glad I rewatched this and didn't just go in cold on this. You know, I rewatch and watch every movie before I review it. Even movies I've seen hundreds of times, I still watch them again, just so I'm watching them again with fresh eyes before I sit down and I talk to you guys about them. And it's movies like this that make me glad that I do that because if I hadn't done that for this, I I probably would have just been talking about, you know, them being stuck in the car and the rabid dog trying to get him. But there's so much more to this movie than that. And I had completely forgotten. I do love the decision that Stephen King made to make Cujo a Saint Bernard. I thought that was just sheer brilliance because Saint Bernards are thought of as these lovable, helpful dogs. You think about this image of a man and his Saint Bernard in like Alaska in the cold. You know, you think about Saint Bernards as like rescue dogs. And here's this Saint Bernard, this lovable, helpable, helping dog, the service dog, an original service dog, if you will. And now he's rabid, he's venomous, he's full of rage. All he wants to do is attack and kill. And it goes to prove that nothing is as it seems. Even the things that you feel are the most pure and good, like a Saint Bernard, can be turned to evil and villainy and become killers. Beautiful decision by Stephen King, in my opinion. When it comes to my rating for this, I'm going to give Cujo 4 out of 5 stars. It is so damn good. And if you've never seen it before, I highly recommend that you watch it. I believe it's currently on the Max app. If you subscribe to that, you can watch it there. Otherwise, go to Vudu, go to Amazon Prime, go to something like that where you'll probably pay $3.99, I think, to rent it. Definitely a movie that is worthy of your Halloween viewing this month. What do you guys think of Cujo? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. And let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always asking you guys for in the comments below. And make sure you guys stay tuned in throughout the entirety of the day, right here to the Casa D18 Studios channel, as it's once again time to open up the vaults for Throwback Thursday. That's right, all the content you've grown to love from the Simple Man's brand, from Jay Hebert Studios, from the Jeff Meacham Network, from the Casa D18 Studios, from NoDQ.com's YouTube channel, will all be here over the course of the next few hours in order to provide you with some classic content on this Throwback Thursday. And then later on this evening, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, the Jeff Meacham Network, and across the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media, it'll be time once again for the flagship show, Talk Wrestling with Jeff Meacham, kicking off at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, across the entirety of the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media. And then tomorrow, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, will be another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, and we will be taking a look at Stephen King's The Dead Zone, starring Christopher Walken, Brooke Adams, Tom Skerritt, Colleen Dewhurst, Nicholas Campbell, and Martin Sheen. And then at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, on the Simple Man's brand, it'll be time for our next installment of Simply Predicting, as the Simple Man Noah Foster and myself and whoever else decides to come in will simply predict WWE Fastlane. Again, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. You don't want to miss out on any of that content right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, the Jeff Meacham Network, the Simple Man's brand, across the entirety of the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media. We've got The Dead Zone, we've got Throwback Thursday, we've got Talk Wrestling, we've got Simply Predicting, and we've got more in store for you right here on Renegades Reviews and the Casa D18 Studios channel. You don't want to miss any of it, so make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, or anytime we go live, as is the case with Stat Boy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, pay-per-view PLE watch-along coverage, etc. Share these videos with your family, friends, loved ones, coworkers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life, fans of Dee Wallace, fans of Danny Pintaro, fans of Stephen King, fans of horror movies, anybody you can think of that would enjoy this content, this video, shared with them, as it's the only way we're going to keep my visibility up in YouTube's algorithms now that we are in fact a monetized channel right here on the platform. Thank you once again to everybody out there who joined me and tuned in today. It means so much more to me than you guys will ever know. I will see you guys next time.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.